So we're interested in safety culture, or an organization that has a culture of safety. And we see that all the time. It's recognized in the newspapers. It's common language today. That isn't the same as organizational culture generally. So organizational culture generally refers to the shared common values, the underlying assumptions that are in the organization broadly. Safety culture refers essentially to the value that the organization gives to safety in particular. So there's the broad picture and then there is the particular of safety. Generally speaking, organizational culture has been characterized as organizational functioning. So how well does the organization work? In a high-functioning culture, people understand what other people are doing. Communication is high, teamwork is good, trust is high. It feels like we're getting something done together here and you enjoy working there. In a low-functioning organizational culture, it goes just the opposite way. Now, the key thing underlying all of that, according to much of the research that has been done, is the notion of reciprocity. So a positive culture is one in which as an employee, I enjoy a reciprocal relationship with the organization. So if I'm given objectives, I'm supported in those objectives. If I need something, people pay attention to what I need. If the quality of my work life is very low, people are concerned about that. People are concerned that I'm treated with respect and with dignity. Now that needs to be understood for our present purpose in the context of what does that mean to safety and what does that mean to safety culture. So safety culture refers to the extent to which the organization and the individuals that lead the organization have a value for safety. So a given organization can be high in organizational functioning and low in safety culture. Or it can be just the opposite. It can be high in safety culture and low in organizational functioning. Or it can be really good at both and really not so good at both. And understanding where your organization fits in that complex is very important to how you deal with organizational culture issues. So an example of an organization that has high organizational functioning but low safety culture was NASA after Columbia. I was privileged to lead a team that looked at NASA's culture after that tragic incident and assess these dimensions. And that is what we found. We found that configuration. So what you would expect to see in an organization that had high functioning and low safety culture is variability across the organization around safety, lack of kind of consistency. If your organization has a weak safety culture but is high in organizational functioning, that combination would produce good general performance but wide variation in safety performance. On the other hand, if you had a strong safety culture but low organizational functioning, that would produce inefficiencies in the safety area, resistance to change, difficulty making improvements.